right, moving from the NL to the AL. Minnesota Twins won their first series in 20 years, mainly because they didn't see the Yankees this postseason. Um, sorry, Twins fans. You didn't get to see the Yankees this postseason, but instead you saw the. Now I'm blanking. Who'd they play? No, the Blue Jays. Absolutely, shout out the Blue Jays. And now you have a big test against the Houston Astros. Fans leaving Target Field after their win, saying, "Hey, bring on the Astros. Let's go. Let's beat the Astros." Well, you're getting what you asked for. You're playing the Houston Astros. Dylan, what do you make of this series?
I just want to touch one more thing on Minnesota. You know what they've done so far throughout this run? They are doing this without Byron Buxton and without Joey Gallo. And you could argue if both of them are in the lineup, they don't win that series.
Wow.
Byron Buxton, I mean, you went on a tangent calling him one of the top players in baseball. I
I
shut you
did.
down,
That was a year ago.
but it was. And Gallo's swing and miss, but they're getting production out of everybody. Edward Julien might be the most underrated second baseman in baseball. That guy is a leadoff hitter. He puts the ball in play. He plays well. And once again, it's the veteran experience of that team. They got good pitching staff. They got Pablo Lopez out there shoving. They got Sonny Gray. They got more behind him. I mean, there is a lot. There's a lot to like about this Minnesota Twins team, and I didn't expect them to get out. But Royce Lewis is playing like a first round
Oh
pick.
man. Like
He
a
was
number one
oh,
overall
oh,
pick.
yes, he is, and that's what you need. And one thing going into this series, you mentioned that going into the Astros series, I want to see how Carlos Correa does against his old team.
Yeah. Yeah, man, me too.
Take your
I've
money,
had
go out there and beat their ass.
That's a good one, man. I definitely think Carlos Correa is going to have a point to prove. Man, that's something I did not think about going into this. Wow, that is a good one. Well, I think if Minnesota wants to win this series, they got to steal one on the road. They have to. If not, I think it's all Astros. I like what the Twins are doing. That lineup has been money recently. I'm a little worried about that. They're pitching a little bit, and here's why I say that. Got the game one, the opening with Bailey Ober against Justin Verlander, who obviously has a lot of experience. Yes, this is not Cy Young prime Justin Verlander, but he still is pretty good in the postseason in Houston, where he's comfortable. And probably in game two, Joe Ryan against Framber Valdez. And I also like that the Astros lineup a lot better than the Twins right now. And I say that because I trust them to come up with timely clutch hits. This team has been here before in the situation many times for years. Playoff baseball does not phase this franchise, and I don't expect it to phase them this go around against the Twins.
You look at what they needed to do to end the year of the Astros, right? The little AL West division race.
Yeah,
They were the most comfortable team in the world.
just
The
so
Rangers
comfortable.
had a 162-day lead of the division. Like they led, that was their division, their division. They got the West. They kept running with everything they're doing. Seattle had a late little run. Everyone was in play the final two series of the season. What did the Astros do? That's fine. We'll just go play baseball. You know, it matters. So we'll treat it like a postseason game. We'll kick some ass and we'll enjoy our little AL wildcard break because we're gonna win that division for what, the sixth year in a row. It doesn't matter. They go out there, they play baseball, they win baseball games late, and they're a scary team to face in the playoffs.
Yes.
And to say bring on the Astros when you won your first series in 18 years has got to be the most asinine statement I ever heard in my life. Because you're going to Minute Maid Ballpark with that short porch, and Bregman and Altuve are going to hit you
Uh,
out, walk off the mound looking like Chapman.
spot on. You're spot on. So I guess we both got the Astros here.
Yes. I mean, Minnesota, I hope that they can make it a 5-game series. I just don't see it. I don't see it. They have to get good starts. The one thing you mentioned the pitching matchups early, Bailey Ober and Joe Ryan going with those two. It goes back to this. If they can steal a game with those two, they'll have Pablo Lopez and Sonny Gray at home.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
the Astros have to win these two games because then I think they could probably win one. I think it's a 3-1 series.
Yeah, I
Astros win the
agree.
first two. They take one in Minnesota.